Support a morning. Remember you did talk already, say if Dodos come out, he can get a seat in the parliament. Remember you did talk that already, So me know say Isaac, no surprise to you. Me know that. Cause you like a prophet, you did talk already.
We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Yeah, this is Everton Blender. It's all about the young police from Jamaica. See Young Police Channel. Big up yourself. Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of.
If you are tired of seeing criminals get away with murder, tired of hearing excuses for the wicked, then it's time to take action. Hit that subscription button now and stay in the loop with the Jamaica Young Police Channel. We are not here to sugarcoat. We are here to expose the truth, bring justice, and make sure the real heroes get the recognition they deserve. Don't wait for the change. Be the change. Subscribe, like, and let's make some noise and hold those criminals accountable. Justice in action. Speak up. Crime must fall. And remember that we have go inside the description box and you'll see various links to various things for the Jamaica Young Police Channel. JamaicaYoungPoliceChannel.com. You will see articles and stuff like that. Those who like to read, and we continue to give you guys exceptional material over here. So, moving on. Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. If you would know that, if you have been reading the news, you would know that Alan's killed cold. Yeah, man, Bob Marley's best friend. At first, he wasn't doing well, and them said all of his organs shut down. But unfortunately, Alan's killed cold didn't made it. Yeah, man, he passed away. So them said, boy, it would be like a miracle to save the man. So he's no longer with us. And I want to use this opportunity to wish her, the deepest condolences to his family on the passing of this giant of a man, Alan Skillcole. And we know that it's a sad day for the Marley family. Although, based on one and two little things, it seemed like Alan Skillcole and Ziggy Marley, especially Ziggy Marley, never get along because Alan Skillcole refused to tell lies. I saw it going. You sometimes use a person who believe in the truth. You're going to even people that that you thought that them have your back, them not have your back. So because this man refused to tell lie, about Bob Marley, the relationship between himself and the Marley children, them, everything that's went downhill. But we know that Alan Skillcole was and is a very good man. What is a man? What is a man? What is man? That age-old question has puzzled philosophers, preachers, and poets for centuries. No matter how good a person is or wicked you are, one thing for sure, and it is guaranteed. This is a promise to man from God that every man, one thing for sure, that you will die one day. But one thing is certain, whether you were born in poverty or wrapped in riches, whether you wear crown or sweep the streets, death is the great equalizer. So look, you're a guy a go on or a woman a go on, them time a come. It does not discriminate. Death does not discriminate, and it does not bargain, and it does not delay. When your name called, there is no escape, none at all. And so today we pause to reflect on the passing of one of Jamaica's most remarkable sons, a man who left an indelible mark, not just on football, not just on reggae, but on the very soul of Jamaica itself. Alan Skillcole. Alan Skillcole was not just born, he was destined. At age 15, and to this day, no other person, no other Jamaican has broken that record. At only 15 years old, he wore the colours of Jamaica against a Brazilian team. A feat so extraordinary that it stamped his name into the annals of history as Jamaica's youngest senior international footballer. So you know that the man did skill. So picture it. A boy barely old enough to leave high school standing toe to toe with the masters of the game. Alan Skillcole did that. Most youth his age were still figuring out who they are. But Alan Cole, he was already a maestro. A midfield magician, a footballing prodigy who carried the hope of a nation on his shoulders. And let us not forget, this was in the 1960s and 70s, a time when Jamaica itself was still young, fresh from independence, trying to find its identity. Skillcole became one of the mirrors in which Jamaicans saw their own potential. From the pitch to the world stage, Cole's career took him across borders in the United States. He played for the Atlanta Chiefs in Brazil, a country where football is like religion. He suited up for Nautica. That alone was a badge of honor for a Jamaican to step into the heartland of samba football and earn a place. But Cole's career was never just about statistics or contracts. He was a mercurial, larger than life, a man who could not be contained by the limitations of rigid systems. His true glory was not in the boardrooms of football management, but on the grass, where the ball at his feet became an instrument and the crowd became his orchestra. But here's where the story takes a turn that no other Jamaican sportsman could claim. Alan Skillcole was not only a football genius, he was the best friend and road manager of the king of reggae himself, Bob Marley. Think about that for a moment. Bob Marley. Yes, Bob Marley, the reggae icon, the legend, the gang. Bob Marley, whose music would go on to change the world, carry in his inner circle a football, a brother, a confidant. Skillcole wasn't just a sidekick, he was family. Together they share stages, locker rooms, and even Ethiopia, where Cole lived and coached. It is no exaggeration to say that Cole's influence extended beyond football into the very rhythm of reggae rise. Bob Marley loved football with a passion. And who do you think sharpened his passion, kept the vibes alive and merged the worlds of sports and music? Alan Skillcole. Without skill, reggae global journey might have sounded a little different. To the Jamaican public, Cole was more than just an athlete. He was a folk hero. His name was sung in football chants, whispered in reverent tones in the lanes of Kingston and Whitney, written into the memory of Santos fans who watch him dominate the National League. Every generation has its icons. For the 1970s, Alan Skill Cole was one of them. His artistry on the ball, his swagger, his cultural presence, all of it combined to make him unforgettable. So Alan Skill Cole was a man larger than life. Skill Cole was more than a footballer, more than Bob Marley confident, more than a legend. He was a man with charisma, wit, and influence that spilled over into every sphere he touched. He lived boldly, sometimes controversially, but always authentically. And isn't that the very essence of life? Not perfection, but passion. Not flawless journeys, but unforgettable legacies. Alan Cole embodied that truth. So now the final whistle has blown. Alan Skill Cole stepped off the pitch of life. And we are left with memories, golden memories, of a man who proved that greatness is not about how long you live, but how deeply you lived. His daughter Debbie Cole confirmed his passing, and with those words, a chapter closed in Jamaica's book of legends. Yet even in death, Alan Skill Cole continues to speak. His story reminds us that life is fragile, that death is inevitable, but that legacy is eternal. We at the Jamaica Young Police Channel extend condolences to his family, friends, and to the entire nation. The football nation and the people of Jamaica, the Santos Football Club in Brazil and Nautica, that share in his brilliance, was not just a personal loss, but a national one. The Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, paused to acknowledge him as our greatest footballer ever. But beyond politics, beyond titles, what we carry forward is this. Alan Skill Cole gave us pride. He gave us joy. And he gave us identity. So, we circle back to the question, what is man? Man is dust, returning to dust. But man is also legacy, echoing in eternity. Alan Skill Cole is gone, yes. But his name, his friendship, with Bob Marley's artistry, with the ball, his influence and culture, those live on. And in that sense, Skill Cole is not truly gone. He's now a part of the Jamaican spirit, stitched into our cultural DNA forever. Brothers and sisters, let us not just mourn. Let us celebrate. Celebrate a life that touched millions. Celebrate a man who stood as proof that Jamaicans can be giant at any stage. The pitch, the studio, the world. Once you have ambition, honesty, ethics, decency, and patriotism, as we lay him to rest, let us also rise. Rise in gratitude. Rise in pride. Rise in commitment to continue building the Jamaica he loved. Because in the end, what is man? Man is a story. And Alan Skill Cole's story will be told for generations to come. We say, rest in peace, Alan Skill Cole, Bob Marley best friend. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.